Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Dinner Convo. I'm Fardin bin Farouk, joined by my co-hosts.
I am Ana Fadel.
and Mohammed Fahim Nawaz.
On every episode, we will bring a couple of guests very successful in their respective fields so that they can reveal their success stories with you guys, the best listeners.
So the intention behind us starting this podcast is to educate all of you on different aspects of professions because we all have an aim in life, but we don't know what it feels to be a different person or just, explore a different aim in your life. So we want to motivate you by displaying their stories of struggle, their stories of success to you guys so that you may be motivated and simultaneously get more exhilarated towards working harder. So, and this is just a conversation, it's not an interview. So if you guys have any opinions, any suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions as to who's the next guest we can bring, and yeah, so please leave it there. And a disclaimer from all of us, we're not professional English speakers. Our main language is not English. So if we have struggle, if we stutter a bit, please forgive us. So we're just going to go to the guests of our very first episode. These are the very prestigious guests, which we'll forever cherish in our lives because, Adil, why don't you start with the first guest? I'll start with the first guest. Adil, can start later. Our first guest, he is the German beatboxer. He is what's known as a beatboxer. I know a lot of you are pretty unfamiliar with the term beatboxing, but well, you'll see. To this video, you probably learn a lot. This guy is not only just one of the greatest beatboxers I've ever seen, but he's a two-time German champion. He's also the head of content production for Swiss Beatbox, which is like the number one platform for beatbox around the world. Please welcome all the way from Germany, Madox. Madox, can we have you, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
The energy's immense.
all the way from Germany, bro. I just came in.
We're
Grateful to
5,000
have
miles
you.
apart. Yeah, we're very grateful to have you.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the next guest. Our next guest is also a beatboxer. He is, while one of the guests is from Europe, our other guest comes all the way from the United States. So we have to appreciate him because it's morning here. He woke up early in order to attend this meeting. He's one of the top 16 beatboxers in the world and has an exceptional sense of musicality and very epic flows. Well, I can just describe it for you in words. Please welcome all the way from the United States, D-Koy.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Yes. Yeah, we're doing well. Thank you for joining us, D-Koy. Well, the next guest should be introduced by one of my closest friends who is actually one of the biggest fans of Mark Wiens you'll ever see. So, Anna, why don't you go on with the introduction?
And our final guest is the very famous and talented Mark Wiens. Mark here needs no introduction. Having over 6 million subscribers on YouTube, he's one of the best food vloggers in the world. So let's have you, Mark.
Hey, hey everyone.
How
Thanks
are
for
you?
having me.
It's
Great to
a
have
are
you
you?
on.
It's a huge honor.
Hey,
All right. I mean, I can't believe a few days ago, I was literally watching Mark Wiens vlogs on my television here, and now you're in front of me talking to me. It's just
thank
outstanding.
you, man.
Yeah. I was
Just a
also
dream
watching.
come true.
I was also watching
Unreal.
Madox and D-Koy boxing, and it just feels so surreal that we get the opportunity to talk to you guys. So, without any further ado, let's just begin our conversation. Please keep in mind, guys, this is not an interview. This is just a regular podcast. We'll just talk amongst each other. You feel free to express any opinions, any thoughts you have. If we're being idiotic in any way, just let us know. We'll just stop it here. And Madox, you've got quite a setup there, man. That looks interesting.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so we'll just start with Mark. So, Mark, the quarantine and the whole situation for pandemic has certainly brought a huge toll, has had a huge change in our lives, especially to you guys who are travel bloggers and bloggers traveling all around the world, like documenting food, people, and places at the same time. So, after this pandemic ends, what's the next destination on your bucket list?
Oh man, I haven't. Let's see. I guess it will kind of depend on what countries open up. But if it's just a dream, like the country I would love to visit next, actually, I would love to actually visit Bangladesh. I've been trying to
It
visit
would be
for a
really
while.
great, man.
Yeah, we'd be very happy, of course, if you
Very
can
happy.
definitely come to Bangladesh. Now, of course,
Yeah.
it's small. There are issues, but it's a fantastic country.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to visit.
Definitely, we'd love to welcome you as well. So,
Yeah.
moving on to yeah, thank you. We'll move on to Madox with the next question. So, Madox, what's the secret to this amazing setup?
What's the secret for this amazing setup?
Yeah.
I don't know, money. I just buy. There's no real. That's the real.
That's a
real
very,
secret.
very good answer. I mean,
It's the best answer.
it all
So-
comes down to that into one part of the life. And D-Koy, I realized when I saw your profile picture a few months back, actually, you had hair. Now you have no hair. Could you
Yes.
tell us the reason why you have no hair now?
I was live streaming on the Beatbox Talk podcast with
All right.
BBK and C Fresh. So
All right.
yeah, and it was like right when the pandemic started. So I was like, we'll shave our heads on live stream, donate that money to COVID support. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
now I was bald.
I mean, even if you got bald, you got it for a normal reason, so that's completely fine, I guess. Okay, so moving on to Mark again. So, Mark, when did you realize that you really wanted to take travel blogging? Because I realized you've lived in different parts of the world. You have been in Africa, you've been in North America, you've also been to Mexico. North Mexico's part of it. And you're currently living in Asia, in Bangkok, which is a fantastic place to live in. And at what point in your life did you realize that you would pursue the life as a travel blogger or a food blogger, whatever? At what point did you realize that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, it started off just me experimenting and just blogging, but not having any real idea of what it was going to turn into. So it just started off small, mostly as a hobby, as a way to keep track of what I did. So it was more of a gradual approach. It wasn't like all of a sudden I woke up and said, I want to do this. It was just, I started doing it. And as things grew and I realized that I could earn a little bit of money, and then that money could grow to make a living, to be able to support a family, to be able to keep on supporting travel. Then I realized, okay, it can actually be a business that I can do, that I can still do what I love doing. So it was more of a very gradual kind of learning. Learning as you go.
Yes, that's very inspiring to hear, Mark. Thank you
Great
very much for expressing that to us. And one thing I do forget is Madox and D-Koy. You are beatboxers, so it won't be beatboxing. It won't be a podcast if you don't hear a short, like a showcase from you. So, Madox, starting with you, would you give us like a 30-second showcase and let's blow our minds away with what you can do now?
That would be
Oh
great.
shit! I need to blow your mind in 30 seconds. Yo, that's crazy, bro.
You can take 1 minute.
Okay.
You can take your time.
You can take a minute if you
You can
want.
take your time.
Yeah. I'm not used to 30 seconds. That's always like judges count aside, and then they'll be like, "Yo, do another 30 seconds," and then both of the beatboxers do shitty things, and after then there's always a bad decision.
Yeah, that's take your minute, man. It's fine. Take 1 minute.
Yeah,
Take your
okay.
time.
A minute sounds better. Okay.
Yes, sure. Yes, sure.
It is. I'm excited.
Madox.
Madox, you have the
You-
problem with the mic here.
I don't think you have the SM7B as the mic input.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit!
It's fine, man. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay,
I
wait.
mean, the build-up was really good. We got
I
the build-up.
I
Yeah,
try.
We
try
can hear
again.
it one
Try
more
again.
time.
Try again. Try
We
again.
can hear it one more time.
Exactly, man. I agree with that.
Okay, wait. How's
You
it
just
now?
have.
Let's
Yeah, we can hear
go.
you. Okay.
Now it's the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
We got
Oh
D-Koy
shit!
signal, so
Guys,
yeah,
you need
it's
to
good.
tell me earlier. I look like a douchebag now, man.
Come on.
No worries. Okay,
It's
Okay,
just us, man. It's fine.
let's-
It's fine. Nobody
let's do
cares.
it.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Let's go.
One more time. Yeah.
Give it up for Madox,
yeah.
everyone. Madox.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's pretend I didn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
Can I- Can
we'll probably
can
cut
I?
it out. We'll probably
We can.
Can I- No, don't.
Yeah.
We can cut.
Can I get like a 3, 2, 1? You know, like
All right.
Scott
Yeah.
Jackson.
I'll say the three. You'll say the three, two, and the one. In 3,
2,
1.
1.
Beatbox. Oh, I guess.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great job.
Wow,
Well,
that was great, man.
we had like 75% of it, but it still was worth it. I mean,
It's great.
Amazing.
It's
it
great.
was awesome. It was
Amazing,
great.
man.
So,
Amanda,
D-Koy,
can I ask you what inspired you to become a beatboxer?
First of all, it was Pulpo. You know this guy?
yeah,
It's a
performance.
French, like a French beatboxer. He was competing in a like in a talent show in France. It was kind of like America Got Talent. But I think it was mainly for singers. But he was a beatboxer, and
Okay.
I was watching his casting, and his casting is online on YouTube. I saw it on YouTube, and when I saw him doing like Billie Jean and Snoop Dogg and all these covers, I was like, yo, that's so sick, and I want to do it. And back in the days, there was not so much going on online. This was like about around 2006. But there was already like a small TeamSpeak community. And yeah, that's how I got into beatboxing, I guess.
Great story. Great
Glad
story.
that because you're a
Because
beast.
it was probably like very around getting into AGT, you know, like how they were like stood out and they were unique in the crowd.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
Yep.
D-Koy, show us what you've got in your sleeve.
Sure.
Right.
Can you hear me well? Or
Yeah,
actually,
yeah, good, we're good.
quick mic switch.
Madox, would you like to do the honors and say 3, 2, 1?
Okay.
All right, because you're the
Yeah.
closest to Scott Jackson with any of them.
Yeah, because I have a beard.
No, it's because probably you guys are like really close because you're in Sufi box.
I know. I'm just kidding, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, of course, bro.
yeah. I actually also do a podcast with Scott.
Oh,
like-
yeah, like
yeah.
that. I saw a few videos.
Yeah, like
Probably.
tomorrow. Okay, so when the videos, this one will be out on Tuesday. You said, right? So on Tuesday,
Yeah, around Tuesday, yeah.
our podcast with Reaps one will be already out, but you definitely need to check it out. Next.
All right,
podcast.
all right. We've all heard you, and we'll definitely take a look. D-Koy, show us what you got in this.
For sure.
All right, D-Koy, are you ready?
I'm so ready for my GBB.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But please don't show.
Imagine that this is like the GBB 2021 and you're battling Madox in the final round. Somehow,
Oh shit.
yeah, this is how you like.
This is never gonna happen, bro. Because
One day, you never know. Life is
Organizing.
unpredictable.
yeah. Anyways, no. Imagine this is your GBB elimination, but it already happened beginning of this year. Of course, for the end of this year, you're gonna have a new one, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, so D-Koy, I
Yes.
give you the 3, and the guys from Bangladesh give me the 2 and a 1. In 3.
2,
2, 1.
1.
D-Koy, your mic's not working, mate.
Oh,
Because
shit.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not the
It's
only
actually real
beatboxer who
problem.
messed up today.
It's totally fine, man.
You never know.
Fine.
We can be the next big meme. You know, we can be on the front page of YouTube and Google and Instagram. Whatever. And
Yo, D-Koy, just use your SM7B. It sounds really crispy.
yeah, so it does.
I don't know why it's not. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can?
Maybe you
Okay.
just.
I don't know why I was cutting. So, can you hear?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we can hear you now. Okay, go ahead.
Oh shit! No.
Why?
Yeah, like-
But you can hear my
Yeah, that-
voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
can
Why
hear
does
you.
it cut out when it must be in Zoom, something in Zoom that automatically like cuts.
Maybe like a limiter.
Yeah, something like
Like
that.
you're too loud.
I can make myself quieter.
All right.
Yeah, but still, bro. When you start beatboxing, it's cutting out.
You can do it without a mic, I guess. If that's
Can you
okay.
try your SM7B?
Yeah.
Mark wins. We're gonna come you. So don't worry.
Oh yeah, no problem.
We're sorry for today. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
it's a very fun experience, you know. We can
Yeah.
tell that in our podcast,
No,
D-Koy
this
had a
is
malfunction with his mic,
Awesome
and
to hear the
Madox
beatboxing.
was singing while his mic was turned off.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Everything?
Yeah,
Can you like
it's
give a
fine.
snare once again, like a kick and a snare? Yeah.
Everything's
still-
good?
It still
The kick.
keeps,
I mean,
it still
you can't
keeps
hear the
cutting.
kick. Yeah, it
Still keeps cutting, kinda.
Yeah, it must be Zoom, man, because you were like fading in and out too. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
It was.
So if you want, you can just try without a microphone if that's okay with you.
Okay, yeah. Should I just go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
please, yours.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great.
That was really great.
Now I can.
you're
Your
muted.
mic's muted, Madox.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's what I feel. I kind of feel like as soon as some noise is happening through the mics of others, then it keeps cutting your mic. You know, it's not your mic. It's not your mic. Maybe guys, can we quit? Sorry for that, but can we try to mute ourselves for a second and then
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
maybe that's the problem. No, it's not.
Damn, what is that?
I don't know.
It's not
Fuck.
us, man. It's probably the developers.
It's okay.
Had to wood stuff. Okay, Mark Wynn, since you're the one experiencing beatbox probably for the first time in life, who do you think won?
Is it? Excuse me.
Since I'm sorry for the bad language, bad English, but since you're experiencing beatboxing live for the first time, who do you think won out of these two very talented?
Yeah, beatboxing is something I don't think I've ever listened to beatboxing. That's amazing. You guys are incredible. So much talent, man. I can only imagine the amount of practice that you guys do continuously, but well done to both of you guys. Amazing.
That's up to you, bro. That's up to you. But we're going to go back to you right now. So, as you said, next. Okay, so your son Micah, he has grown up. We have seen him ever since 2014 or 15, I believe. It's been we have seen him as an infant in your channel. Now he's a bit grown up. I mean, when you see him like traveling around in your hotel room, he's lying down, it just feels so good realizing that he has come a long way as well. So, do you think Micah is starting to show signs of travel blog?
Signs of traveling?
Of a travel blogger like you, like his
Oh,
father? Do you think he will be like his father?
yeah, sure. He does enjoy traveling. He does enjoy eating for sure.
Oh,
He's
wow.
He's starting to taste some chilies. He's starting to taste some chilies.
Okay.
So I'm very proud of him.
Okay, so speaking of chilies, Mark, your slogan is it has something to do with spice. It says if it's spicy, I'm not eating, right?
Yeah.
That's your slogan.
If it's not spicy. If it's not spicy, I'm not.
If it's not spicy, I'm not eating. So
Yes.
Madox and D-Koy, are you guys into spicy food?
Dude, I fucking love spicy
Love
food,
it.
man. And my biggest problem is because I look so white.
All right.
And when I go to sorry, let me finish that sentence. Because I look so white, and when I go to Asian restaurants, they kind of assume I can't take spicy food, you know. So when I say spicy food for the Asian people, it's like, okay, he wants normal food, you know. And then they serve me. No, I want spicy shit, like real Asian spicy. It's always even when I went to South Korea. And by the way, my parents are from Kazakhstan, so they're kind of they also they grew up in Asia, and that's why I can really take spicy stuff. And when I went to South Korea, and I went to like a really famous I don't remember the name, but it was like a famous Korean ramen place. And like the guys around me, like his manager Sinjo went with me there, and they're like, "Yeah, you like spicy stuff?" He's like, I was like, "Yeah, damn, I want the spiciest." Oh, probably don't try the spiciest thing. Maybe like one of the milder ones. I was like, "Why are you assuming I can't take spicy shit?" You know? And then we actually went there, and I was like, "Okay, guys, you order for me now, because when I order spicy food, the waiter's gonna be like, nah, he's white. He's not gonna be able to take it." And then I actually like it was pretty spicy. I had a few drinks next to it, but yeah, I really love it.
Just come to Bangladesh, then we'll give you hell, mate. We'll just give you hell. Trust me. What about you? Do you like spicy food?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. My parents come from Russia, so.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you're kind of Asian too, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, where exactly from Russia? Like,
I mean, they're both on the European side, but their parents, some of them were from the Asian side.
yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, I could tell because you had like some sort of Russian vibe to your face. I was like, this guy can't just be American. My friend Anaf Adel had a question to ask you. So, Adel, why don't you guys start?
Yeah. Mark, I saw in a website that that you're a morning person and you like to get up at 5 or 6 a.m. and write. Is that
Oh
true?
yeah, sure. Yeah, sometimes I wake up even earlier, but not so much writing anymore. Video editing.
Okay, wow.
Mark, I also have a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
How does it feel, not traveling in this time, in this period? Like, in the COVID-19 pandemic time? Like, how does it feel not traveling in different countries and eating delicious
Actually,
food? And
I mean, of course, I miss the traveling, and of course, I hope that things recover. But actually, for me personally, it was quite good to kind of take a break because I've been traveling nonstop for 10 years without ever taking a break. I'm like somebody who just keeps on going and going and going. So it was actually like beneficial for me to take a break and also to spend time more with my family during this time. But yeah, as much as that, I do love traveling, especially meeting people and being able to go places to try new foods. So I'm excited for that in the future.
Fantastic. Right. Sad thing about Zoom is they only give you 14 minutes, which is like really annoying. And honestly, we were talking amongst ourselves and it was like, how are we going to survive 40 minutes with these people? I mean, we don't have anything, we don't have any experience, we don't have any questions in mind. And now we know it's just 10 minutes left. It's like, okay, so we'll just have a short, okay, so since this is about motivating people, so Madox, we're going to start with you. So as a beatboxer, and I've come across your Instagram stories a few days back, you have faced fair share of racism in your life, and we're very sorry for it. I'm pretty sure that's really hard to go through. And I realize that you've been through a lot, so we're very sorry for that situation. Although we can't do it, change it, but we are very proud of the person you grew up to be. And so, any words of motivation for the viewers out there, or the listeners out there? What would you say to them? Like, any struggles they face in their life, how should they tackle it?
Yeah. Okay, so as you were talking about racism against me, like I grew up as a Russian kid in Germany, and in like a really small town, and there were like only German kids, I mean, you don't see it, but when I was younger, you could hear it. Like I had I couldn't speak properly German. I had a different culture than the kids in the town, But for me, what was really helpful was kind of like I was always someone who was expressing himself, Like I started playing football. I was playing basketball. Afterwards, I started to dance for a short period of time, and then finally.
I can only imagine how a dancer Madox could be like. I mean,
dude, if you ever come to a beatbox event where I'm at, you need to see me at the after show party. I'm the worst dancer, but I try the hardest.
I mean,
anyways, but so expressing myself always helped me to get over that thing, where people judge you for what you are or what you're supposed to be, and you always find someone who you can connect with, either it can be sports, it can be food, it can be music, and that's how I started to connect to people, and people stopped judging me for what I am or where I'm from, but they just listen to me. And that's the best advice I can give, especially to kids who grew up in a hard place, where they get discriminated or there's like a lot of poverty. Try to find something you can express yourself. It keeps your mind fit. You can connect to people, and suddenly, for me, like I'm really lucky that I have something like Swiss Beatbox now. I travel the world. I organize events. I make enough money to finance my flat. I can go eat crazy stuff. So I'm really grateful.
Fantastic. Yeah. You should just be a motivational speaker,
Madox, as you mentioned that you used to play football. What was or what is your favorite football team?
Oh, bro, I don't I don't follow football as much anymore.
The reason he's saying
I love to play it, but I barely watch it because I never was this kind of dude who's like sitting at home watching someone doing sports. Like, it's the
That's
same.
correct.
You know,
You're
it's
quite busy
the
traveling
same
the
for
whole
me.
day.
It's the same for me. Like when I go to like concerts or to a beatbox battle, and I can't just stand there and watch. Like after 5 minutes, I'm like, yo, I want to be on stage right now. You know.
The reason he asked that question is because we support two rival football teams. He just wants to have one more person on his side. That's simply the reason. That's simply the reason.
So
Because,
what's your favorite team?
yeah, so Adel and I support Barcelona because we're huge fans of Messi. And Fadlan, on the other hand, is a loser and supports Real Madrid. So he just wants to get another guy on his team.
We're at the top of the league, bro. We're at
Yeah,
the top of the league.
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
So it's Messi versus Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo left.
Ronaldo
yeah,
has
pretty
more
much.
number two. Ronaldo
Pretty
has
much,
more.
pretty much, yeah. Okay, gentlemen. So we haven't heard from D-Koy and Mark Wiens yet. We only have 4 minutes left. Would it be a problem for you if you guys rejoin the meeting? Like, we'll just have 10 minutes short because
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't want the meeting to end suddenly because I want all of you to express your voices. So
Yep.
if we could just rejoin the meeting, that would be awesome.
Sure,
course.
I have about 15 minutes left, if that's not a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
enough.
okay.
Okay.
We'll
So,
be done.
Mark, hope you're fine with that.
Mark?
Yeah, sure. Okay, sure.
Yeah, so you guys have the links, so you can just rejoin, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so see you in 10 seconds.